The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A first down carry for Henry. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Running from the gun with Henry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be a goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They are really moving.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 20. Yard line. On first down, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Eluding the pressure right. That one completed to J.P. Holtz. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. Fields on first down. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first down, it's Fields. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Throwing on second and long. Fields. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting.
So wouldn't you think play action? You've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Off play action, Fields. And that is incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Forced out to his left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Shotgun handoff to Henry. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. It's Henry. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play. He was trying to dance in around the sideline, but fell just a couple of yards short. Still, he's got him in great position.
He certainly...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point and good by Bullock. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Turn, and down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Anthony Ferkser there to make the grab. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
The tackle by Janoris Jenkins. One play action. Fields. Man open. It's Goodwin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Now a first down throw. Fields. Being chased out left. That's complete to Mooney. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And he'll go 40 at the 41. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know?
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot. On second down, Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Steps away to his left. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And some room to maneuver. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 33 yards that time. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise. Great fake. Got the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears draw a bit closer. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
2nd and 5 now. Tannehill. He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Ferkser. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Tannehill now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 142 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Toss left to Montgomery. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On 1st down, Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Second down, they go again with Henry. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 22 yards, and the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guy, and the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with third and long. Now Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he is out of bounds with the first down as the clock ticks inside of 30 seconds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? Trying to run it in with Montgomery. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Handoff, running left, Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. intercepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was.